What is up, everyone? Welcome to Family Hot Dish, and today I'm going to do an update video on how our son, our 7-year-old Rowan, is doing with type 1 diabetes and how it's going here at about the 4.5 month mark. Okay, if you've followed us for a while, or if you're new to the channel, I have another channel, Seth Leroy Adventures, and I have several other channels. Go check those out if you're into fishing and all other things. I have a lot of channels. You just Google Seth Leroy. But anyways, enough of that. Here's the thing. About 4.5 months ago, our then 6-year-old, he was diagnosed about a month before his birthday. He was wetting the bed a lot. He was, if you're new to the channel, I'd say it was a couple weeks, and we were a little like, this is different. Most of our kids, you know, weren't doing this at this age. But, you know, with having 5 kids, we sort of, you know, let it go on just a couple weeks. And then finally it was like, okay, it's time to get into an appointment. Now, I'm not going to go over everything that had happened, but the beginning was rocky. Still, there's some nights where you don't sleep much, but it's rare. It's much rarer. We learned that protein balances them out, you know, and not doing certain things. There's so much that I could say, but I just wanted to more give you an update on how it's going after 4.5 months. For me, the thing that I get most excited about for this update to tell you, after 4.5 months, there's less spells of, you know, crying, throwing fits, getting upset, screaming, I hate diabetes, I hate, why did this happen to me? Why am I different than my siblings? Why am I different than others? And it's still heartbreaking, but it's so rare. Before it was constant, it was all the time, understandably. And I always tell them, you know, you're not different, but I also tell them, like, you know, all the things that you're saying are valid. Now, the last freak out we had of this was, I'd say like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a little less. But now it's been so random that it's like, you know, 3 weeks will go by and nothing. And I bring that up because that, to me, for this update, I haven't done one for a while, is my favorite part. That there's like pretty consistent days, no getting upset he can't have certain things, but he'll still get mad, like, you know, oh, I want this, and oh, I gotta wait for a shot. But that'll get me into a little bit more of what I want to talk about. So after 4.5 months of this journey, talking to insurance companies, talking to doctors, doing this stuff all the time, he finally is getting his, wait for it, Omnipod 5. Now, you know, we've had the Dexcom for a long time now. We tried the 7 at first, but our insurance wouldn't cover that, so we went to the 6. But anyways, we chose Omnipod 5. We were going to go with the T-Slim, but he didn't want tubes. And right now, at this junction of his life, it's that my body, my choice type mentality that we are having for him. Just because, too, you know, oh, and we homeschooled him. If you're new to the channel or haven't seen any of these updates, he's been homeschooled since day one. He went to school one day, but, you know, with all the extra baggage, going to class all the time, and we're not teaching him to hide from the world. It just, he was like, I would rather be homeschooled. So my wife has, oh my gosh, so much homeschooling material, and she's actually been doing, like, liking it. But, you know, there's the struggles with that, too, and I'm going to get into that right now. It was a bumpy road. I don't want to do I don't want to do my schoolwork because, you know, when he's at home, he's in his element. He's got his virtual reality. He's got his PS4. He's got, you know, his Nintendo Switch. You know, here's the thing. He learned that real quick, you know, you could try to get out of it, but my wife don't play. So he wasn't getting out of it, but it was like a big internal struggle at first. I'd be at work and I'd be hearing messages about it. Not that I mind, I'm just saying, like, but now he's been doing it better for a while now. But it was definitely, we didn't expect that battle because we would say to him, you didn't want to go to school. You know, you didn't want to go to regular school, understandably. He didn't like, and I would never deter a family. We did see some judgment from one of the doctors, but we follow people on YouTube. One's from Minnesota, actually, too, Elk River, not far from us, if they ever end up seeing this. But, it's what we decided. We didn't want him to have a, you know, a strict bedtime, because when he has his highs and his lows, sometimes you have to stay up super late, like, you know, And that happens not often as much anymore. Like I said, after being 4.5 months, we're getting a real good hang of it. But that too, we didn't want him stressing, like, and he's a sporadic eater, and a lot of times he does want to eat at the end of the night. Well, when he wants to eat at the end of the night, you can't really, obviously you can, but you can't really, you're not supposed to give shots right before bed. So that was a big reason too. We didn't want that extra pressure on him or stress to do that, and he's still excelling. It was hard though for me more than my wife, because he was excelling so much in school. Like, the teachers always said, oh, he's the best, he's this, he's that, and he got even an award right before all this happened at school for being like the #1 bestest dude. Obviously that wasn't the award, but an academic award. But here's the thing, we just want him comfortable. We went to this homeschool thing that is in actually Elk River, Minnesota. Funny I mentioned that again. Yeah, 1 second. And the guy who was doing it, like, he's got like 3 kids who have master's degrees, and all 3 of his kids have master's degrees. And I'm just pointing that out because that is an interesting fact out of that guy's life. And the school was a little weird too about it, but I'm gonna try to not get too much into this because this would be a good topic. But the school is a little bit weird. All states have different stuff, so I'll make this quick. But you could tell they were a little weird about it. Like, we already had verbally told them, and there was a certain time period where you can do that, depending on their age. And then they still wanted us to put in this paperwork. But anyways, moral of the story, I don't want to get too into that because that could be a topic. You know, like, should I homeschool my type 1 diabetic kid? But you can tell it's helped him so much right when we did that, because it was rough at the beginning. But if you're someone that's going through this and now you see this and you go, oh my gosh, it's going better after 4.5 months, it really, really, really does get better. And just hold on. I'm telling you, just hold on. 1 sec, Luna, 1 sec. Just hold on. 1 sec, I'm coming, Luna. But yeah, for this one, this would be it for the update. I went on a little bit of tangents on other things. If there was other things I could think of, I'll do updates on and off, because this channel is all about, type 1 diabetes and obviously our family. So it encompasses both. So I hope this reaches somebody and it can help them, or if they just found out, I hope it helps their journey with their kids or themselves or whoever. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine with me. I'm just glad you're rocking with me, and I hope you got something from this. Everyone have a blessed day. And yes, stay positive out there, okay?